Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. K. Jagannathan, Principal in charge, Shantigiri Siddha Medical College, Tirundapuram. I am very happy to meet you all in this session. I want to share something about Siddha management of COVID-19, scope and methods. I think it is the right time to retrospect the strength, advocacies, and the recommendations of Siddha system in the management and the prevention of COVID-19 SARS coronavirus type 2 infection. At the end of my presentation, you can able to understand current status and developments of COVID-19, how Siddha system of medicine views the novel coronaviral infection, what are the possible treatment available in Siddha system of medicine to counter COVID-19, how to boost up immunity with the Siddha medicines, and also ongoing research in Siddha. Next slide. Yeah, the current status and developments of COVID-19. Corona outbreak has started from Wuhan and spreaded across the world as pandemic. As per the data of World Health Organization, we came to know that around 215 countries, areas or territories are got affected with COVID-19 right now. We have witnessed that even developed countries are found to be helpless in the management of COVID-19. Growing number of positive cases and mortality rate are shattering the mind of people like anything. Let us recall the developments what had happened till now one by one. Number one, at the end of first phase of battle with Corona, China has endorsed the effective role of Chinese herbal medicine in the management of COVID-19. Number two, world countries are depending India to supply hydroxychloroquine to save the life of infected persons. Number three, medical scientists around the world are engaged in the discussion on interferons and other cytokines to combat COVID-19. 4. Indian Council of Medical Research has recommended plasma therapy to counteract coronavirus in infected persons. Number 5. Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, has developed a COVID-19 kiosk to facilitate safe collection of throat samples. They also manufactured ventilators to save the patients under critical stage. 5. Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, in association with the National Institute of Virology, recently transferred coronaviral strains to BBIL, Bharat Biotech International Limited, to develop a corona vaccine. 7. The Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University has developed synthetic polypeptide, a vaccine candidate against the genome sequence of novel coronavirus by reverse vaccinology concept. 8. Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, has initiated population-based studies to analyze the impact of Ayurveda medicines in prevention of infection in high-risk population. Ministry of Ayush also invited research proposals from Ayush sector to explore evidence-based Ayush interventions against deadly corona. 9. Government of India has introduced Arogya Setu mobile app, which helps the users to assess whether they are in the safe zone or at the risk of COVID-19. 10. Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, has developed and promoted Ayush Sanjeevani mobile application to educate the people about Ayush advocacies in prevention of COVID-19. My friends, the list is extending day by day. Let us move on to next slide. Yes, this is nothing but Wuhan's experience. Since COVID-19 is an entirely new chapter, actually medical scientists and doctors across the world, they don't have a clear-cut idea on signs and symptoms of COVID-19 until the release of WHO China Joint Mission Report on 20th February 2020. The report says that among 55,000 something lab confirmed cases, 80% of cases showed mild to moderate disease with or without pneumonia. 13.8% of cases exhibited severe form of disease with severe pneumonia, whereas 16.1% of cases were found to be at critical stage of disease due to respiratory failure or septic shock or multi-organ failure. They also found that significant number of cases also there as asymptomatic. What I want to say in this slide is, only from this report, world countries started realizing the virulence of the infection and the stage-wise progression of the disease. Next slide. Yeah. Let us come to important segment of my presentation. How Siddha system views the coronaviral infection. It will be quite interesting. Corona infection is compared with Kabajuram in Siddha medicine based on signs and symptoms. Corona infection initially starts with Kabajuram, I mean as an uncomplicated disease. The probable symptoms at this stage as per Siddha classical literature such as Yugi Vaidya Sindhamani and Juravagadam are Kaichal, fever, Udal Asadi, malaise or fatigue, Kannil Peelai Vadidal, conjunctival congestion, nasal congestion, Rusi Illai, altered or loss of taste, Midarunodal, sore throat, Irumal, cough, Kodai, expectoration, Adisaram, diarrhea, Mei Kulirdal, chills, etc. This description told in Siddha literature exactly matches with symptomatology of uncomplicated COVID-19 in modern medicine. These are all about initial stage. What happens in the next stage? Let us see. If the patient is not treated properly or not responding well with the treatment or not taking medicine, it will progress to next stage of Kabavada Juram or the stage of mild, moderate, severe pneumonia. At this stage, based on Siddha literatures, the prominent symptoms of the patients will be Vedithu Irumal, I mean successive cough, Kodai Pongudal, expectoration of copious amount of sputum, Kaidal, fever, Kulir, chillness, Viyarthal, sweating, Nenjunodal, tightness or pain in the chest, Ilaithal, dyspnea, Perumuchu, labored breath, and Udal Sorvu, fatigue. If the disease is going on progressing, ultimately it will reach the stage of Sannibada Juram, a vulnerable condition, I mean critical stage of COVID-19. They will develop high-grade fever, extreme level of chillness and rigor, increased perspiration, Padukkai Perundamai, restlessness, Vaipidetral, incoherent speech, emotional disturbances, and mental confusion. You know, all sort of symptoms are probably due to the issues of critical stage like respiratory failure, hypoxia, septic shock, or multi-organ failure. Next slide. Now we are going to have a glance on Siddha medicines that can be advised in the stage of uncomplicated Kabajuram. First one is Nilavembu Kudineer. It is a very familiar medicine, proved its potential in the previous dengue, chikungunya, and H1N1 episodes. Do you know the unique nature of Nilavembu Kudineer? Yeah. It has a very broad spectrum antiviral properties against virus like dengue virus, chikungunya virus, H1N1 virus, herpes simplex virus, human immunodeficiency virus, hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, and flavivirus. Many research evidences are there to support. It is an inhibitor of reverse transcriptase, DNA polymerase, cyclin-dependent kinase activities. You know, these mechanisms are connected with viral replication. Moreover, it has a potent antipyretic, analgesic, and anti-inflammatory effect. So it is quite useful in all kind of viral fevers. Nilavembu Kudineer is not only a broad spectrum antiviral, but also a broad spectrum antibiotic. Yeah, it showed significant antibacterial effect against 28 pathogens that have been experimented and found to be beneficial in all secondary bacterial infections. Kabajura Kudineer, of course, advised as the direct medicine for Kabajuram. It has 15 ingredients totally. The ingredients individually or collectively complement each other and exhibit antiviral, antipyretic, antitussive, and expectorant properties. Next one, Adadodai Manapagu. Adadodai Manapagu is a clinically effective antispasmodic, antitussive, mucolytic, and expectorant agent. The reason is Adadodic acid and vasicin in Adadodai has got similar effect of bromhexine hydrochloride in modern medicine. Next, Adimadara Churnam. Adimadara Churnam is an ideal drug to treat sore throat and GIT complaints like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. In Ayurveda also, this product is available in the name of Yashti Churnam. Glyceric acid in Adimaduram, in fact, augments the production of mucous substances, reduces GIT irritation, and promotes ulcer healing effect. It is also an established mucolytic and expectorant agent. We can advise steam inhalation either with nuchi leaves or tulsi leaves or karpuravalli leaves. Since it has a decongestion property, it will make the patients to breathe very easy. Next one, Neerkove Matare and Talaivali Pasai as external applications. Yeah. Neerkove Matare, it can be applied on paranasal area and Talaivali Pasai over the chest. After application of Talaivali Pasai, fomentation could be employed over the chest with heated husk to facilitate the expectorant effect and reduce the spasm and pain of respiratory muscles. Next one, Padigaranir. It is a clinically effective antiseptic medicine. We can ask the patient to gargle with Padigaranir 2 times a day. It will offer immediate relief from sore throat. The next slide. Medicines to be used in the next stage of Kabavada Juram, I mean the stage of mild to severe pneumonia. There are 2 important tablets in Siddha, Vasanta Kusumara tablets or Maha Vasanta Kusumagara tablets. They are clinically effective expectorant and bronchodilating agents. And coming to Tipili Rasayanam, It is an exceptional medicine to bring out sputum from the chest. Tipili is termed as Kodai Arki by ancient Siddhas in their literatures. Kodai means sputum. Kodai Arki means agents to nullify the formation of sputum and all kind of lung infiltrations as a result of pneumonitis or pneumonia. Next one, Purna Chandrodayam. Purna Chandrodayam is a higher order of medicine in Siddha, specially mentioned for respiratory ailments and Janinoy. It is made up of rasam, gandhagam and gold. Rasam Gandhagam combination, very crucial to overcome any kind of infection like pneumonia. And gold in this preparation will boost up immunity simultaneously. Janinoy is the end stage of disease. In Siddha, 13 types of Janinoy and 13 types of Bhairava tablets are advocated by ancient Siddhas. At this critical stage, we can recommend either Brahmananda Bhairavam or Ananda Bhairavam. Next slide. In the previous slides, we have seen what are the medicines could be considered for infected persons. Now we are going to see what are the preventive medicines could be recommended for normal individual and the persons who are under convalescence period. As far as a prophylactic purpose is concerned, Nilavembu Kudineer and Kabajara Kudineer could be the drugs of choice. We all know that the government of Tamil Nadu started distribution of Nilavembu Kudineer and Kabajara Kudineer at free of cost through all government hospitals for preventive and immune boosting purpose. We should not forget the statement of Erode district collector. He said that in one occasion, only because of Siddha medicines like Kabajara Kudineer and Nilavembu Kudineer, we could able to bring Erode district under green zone. Both Nilavembu Kudineer and Kabajara Kudineer are polyherbal combinations and also considered to be safe in administration. Let us see something about Nilavembu Kudineer and ingredients. 9 ingredients of Nilavembu Kudineer are Nilavembu, Vetiver, Vilamichaver, Chandanam, Peipudal, Kore Kirangu, Chukku, Kurumalagu, Parpadagam, all to be taken in equal proportions in preparation. When we talk about the ingredients of Kabajara Kudineer, it will come 15 in numbers, that too in equal proportions. Chukku, Tipili, Lavangam, Sirukanjoriver, Akragaraver, Mulliver, Kadukkai, Adadodai, Karpuravalli, Koshtam, Seendil, Siruteku, Nilavembu Samulam, Vattathiruppi, and Koreikilangu. Don't get confused, all are Tamil terms. The 3 common ingredients seen in Nilavembu Kudineer and Kabajara Kudineer are Nilavembu, Chukku, and Koreikilangu. Only 3 ingredients which are common in Nilavembu Kudineer and Kabajara Kudineer. Research study report explains that polysaccharide and flavonoid content in Nilavembu Kudineer increases the activation of lymphocytes, macrophages, and cytokines, which are responsible for immune process. Andrographolide is one among the important active principles present in Nilavembu, which is responsible for both cell-mediated and antibody-mediated immunity. The ingredients of Kabajara Kudineer also been proved of having significant immunomodulating effect. Let us see how to prepare Nilavembu Kudineer and Kabajara Kudineer. It is very important. We have to take 1 teaspoonful powder, then put it into 180 ml of water, 180 ml of water. till it reduces to 30 ml. We have to boil till it reduces to 30 ml. I mean 180 ml of water to be reduced to 30 ml of decoction. Then filter it, that's all. Now it is ready to consume. Very, very simple preparation. This is for one adult dose. You have to take the decoction once or twice in a day or as per the requirement. The shelf life of Kudineer, as you know, only 3 hours. So each time you have to prepare the medicine freshly. Then Amukara Churnam or Amukara Lehium. Amukara Churnam or Amukara Lehium possessing tonic property will be highly beneficial in the restoration of Saptadhadus. Its antioxidant effect prevents the damage at a cellular level, and mental stress is yet another problem what we have seen in current corona issue. You know, vithanolide, a chemical constituent present in Amukuram, is a well-established stress reliever and a mind monitor. Then the somniferant content of Amukara induces sound sleep also. The nutritive value of Amukuram tonifies bodily systems. As you know, in the field of complementary and alternative medicine, Amukara is always compared with the Korean ginseng in the perspective of nutritional values. Then coming to Nellika Lehium. Nellika Lehium in Siddha is the best immune booster as like Amalaki Rasayana in Ayurveda. Immunostimulant and cytoprotective properties are the two important pharmacological effects established in Nellikai by various researchers. Then moving to next slide. Come to immunity. Let us see how to boost up immunity with Siddha medicines. We have already seen the immune modulating effect of Nelavembu Kudineer, Kabajara Kudineer, Amukara Lehium and Nellika Lehium in the previous slides. I like to inform that all these medicines are included already in the advocacies of Ministry of Ayush related to COVID-19 management. To improve immunity, we can also recommend either Karisale Lehium or Tetran Kottai Lehium or Tadkalpa Lehium. If you see the ingredients of each medicine, majority will come under Siddha Kayakalpa category. When we talk about the benefit of Kayakalpa medicines, all Kayakalpa medicines are supposed to be having immunomodulating and antioxidant properties. Some of the herbs have already been proved scientifically for that particular activities. There is a proverb in Siddha, Tetran Kottayittu Tetru Maindarai. It means Tetran Kottai is having the capacity to recuperate a person even from debilitating or deteriorating conditions. Yes, it has a very strong alterative effect. Then coming to Tadkalpa Lehium, it is indicated not only to boost up immunity, but also to restore Saptadhadus, particularly in males. Then coming to Kayakalpam, we all know that Kayakalpam is one among the treatment specialties of Siddha. Siddha explains 108 types of Kayakalpa medicines. If you see the definition of Kayakalpam, Narai, Thirai, Moopu, Pini, Sakadu, Indri, Endrum Balaraga Irukachayum Marundu. Once again, I am repeating the definition of Kayakalpam. Narai, Thirai, Moopu, Pini, Sakadu, Indri, Endrum Balaraga Irukachayum Marundu. Narai, graying of hair. Thirai, wrinkles of the skin. Moopu, getting age. Pini, disease. Sakadu, death. So it clearly states that Kayakalpa Mooligai is an agent used to prevent aging process, prevent diseases, maintain youth and ensure longevity. I want to convey a simple Kayakalpa procedure here told by ancient Siddhas. Kalayil inji, Nanpagal chukku, Malayil kadukkai. Yes, we have to take 1 teaspoon ginger juice with honey in the morning, 2 gram chukku powder with honey in the afternoon, and 3 to 5 grams of kadukkai powder with warm water at night. You know, this is the simplest way to balance tridoshas, ensure internal purification and longevity. Besides this, we can advise the people to practice yoga, pranayamam, and dhyanam for ensuring healthy and peaceful life. Next slide. This may be the last slide. I want to point out one particular research which is done by the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University, Chennai, under the leadership of Dr. Sudha Seshayan, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University. From this in silico study, they affirmed that the ingredients of Kabajara Kudineer are showing significant effect, particularly against spike proteins, RNA-dependent RNA polymerase, and proteases of coronavirus. This study actually endorses the scientific background in the wide usage of Kabajara Kudineer at present in Tamil Nadu. With all these words, I conclude my presentation. I want to emphasize only one point. Break the chain is also possible with Siddha and Ayurveda preventive medicines, no doubt in it. Thank you for your patient hearing. You want any clarification, you can ask me or you can mail to me. My email ID is drjagan.siddha@gmail.com. Thank you. Once again, thank you.